A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV, though.
Yeah, and that's typical, really. Sentiment react.
Do we...
Oh, that's just...
Can't guys
oh,
like...
they're most likely.
Well,
no one can... Which means...
Gotcha. Do you know what...
The up...
Makes sense.
How do you
think from how he...
That's it. Looks like another visit to Ehara, Mike.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the... If that's the
only
case,
Ehara...
Whoa. What is it?
Hold the door, please!
Huh? Mafia, you're here?
It's been too damn long, Mafia-chan.
Yeah. By any chance, Yagami-kun, are you working on a case for Saori?
Huh?
A video got leaked. It depicted a man committing a murder.
Are you here about...
Of course.
I'll bet. If that...
Yes, to make matters...
That's for sure.
So, for the time being, our department is trying to predict how the defense will approach the situation. Hence why...
There you kids are. Figured you had to show up sometime.
Mafia?
Yeah, she ran into us.
I'm sure you...
Are you sure that's your
Sorry?
only? Something like a professional excuse to see Yagami-san?
In your dreams? I had no idea Yagami-kun was involved until just now.
Alright, I'll accept that.
Needless that said, they've deemed basically... No, I mean, besides
Right.
which
What do you
I'm special.
Huh.
Furthermore,
That
His
is...
name is Sadao Takano. He was the one gunning He kept insisting justice be served, which got the public behind him rather quickly.
He certainly looked the part of the people's prosecutor, grilling Ihara in court.
So what you're saying is, Takano could never accept anything but Ihara's original sentence. Since this footage of the murder contradicts that finding, he just thinks it's a sham.
Yes. And he'd add that a fair trial's results can't be challenged by some video on the internet.
Well, who could honestly trust a system that changes its mind so easily? Both the prosecutor's office and the court are beholden to the case as Takano-kun presented it.
But that's just sweeping the issue.
It has This applies to both Tokyo and Kanagawa.
Really?
Supposedly, they come...
Yeah.
Right, but if he'll...
Exact their job...
Until recently, it's somehow...
Don't be so surprised. Anyone who...
So the case goes cold. All to save face for the court and the prosecution. If Ihara really did...
True.
But wouldn't challenging this mean going up against the entire system?
Yeah.
Not at all. In fact, I was just thinking, we're the only ones who could take a case like this.
Ha! That's the good shit, kid.
This whole time, we've been writing Aka, but it's looking... As for me, I'm done being played for a fool.
Then you've heard what I
think we're good for now.
That did clear up a lot.
No problem.
Man, was Mafuyu-chan cuter than ever or what? Think maybe it's time to light that flame again, huh?
How many times? Anyway, what I'd like to do is ask Ihara about that video.
I was actually about to suggest that. One moment. It's from Ihara's prison.
What?
Hello?
His
Guess
prison?
we'll find...
Understood. That was one of...
About what?
In short, he won't be speaking with his
You're
representation.
joking.
To be more...
I'm guessing that... How else could he predict we'd try to see him again so soon?
I can see either of those scenarios
But
making...
only someone on...
Damn.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah?
Well, if it were me, I'd start with...
Okay.
The first thing I want to learn is whether Ihara is really the murderer in this footage. Given the entire sexual battery incident as an alibi, there is no way he could have murdered Mikoshiba. However, this new footage knocks the bottom out of that premise.
Right. Either his alibi or the murder footage. One of the two's been fabricated. I think we should revisit the harassment case. When the sentence came down in court, no one expected it to end up as a... Plus, everyone suspect all this, no one would...
But the entire...
Then we'll need to verify...
Okay,
No, actually...
What I ask because...
This part's...
Well, of course. Even Hoshino.
You're right.
You get the pic...
This part...
This is
Okay.
the...
His video...
So- This part...
The trick... This...
And there's no way...
The victim... That's not the victim. She said...
Could you describe
She's in full name, Yui Mamiya. 30 years old.
a wife and mother?
Perhaps if we talk to Mamiya-san directly, she could give us more insight than that video. She may even recall something none of us know, upon learning Ihara's alibi might have been fabricated.
That's a good plan. We'll finally have a fresh source of
In that case, we should have her address and bear in mind,
That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it. Think they want something?
They do look like...
This up over there.
Same.
Looks like they rounded up...
Well, follow.
Okay. Alright, I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get some!
What the?
Nope, thanks for waiting, assholes!
Shit! Let me guess. You're RK too?
Bastard went straight for our heads. Are you nuts, guy?
Shut your mouth!
That's one down.
Doc, we should probably get go-
Why? It's not...
Guess their plan was to come at us in waves.
Yeah. Yeah?
Why not? Yeah, yeah. Let's roll. This is it, Doc. Get ready to meet some shady people.
Yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here. Can't imagine this place gets a lot of foot traffic.
Who knew an entrance to the underground was right here in broad daylight? Alright, let's get in there and be done with this.
Hey, who the hell are you two?
The Yagami detective...
There a problem here?
About time you showed up. We've been expecting you. You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine. But only Kaito gets in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Tojo clan cleared out. Know what makes us such a hit?
Who gives a shit?
We got a system fleshed out. Your average gangbanger starts at rank F. But an ex-Yakuza, or Tojo head at that, fast track right to B rank. Oh, and just for you, Kaito-san. The boss says he'll start you out at A.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got your pick of the chumps. But I'm here to talk to a fucking adult man. So get stepping and take me to Akutsu.
Spoken like a man with some balls. I can see why Akutsu's had his eye on you.
What? So I really have to just wait in the lobby?
You should thank your lucky stars you're not dead yet.
I don't know about this, Kaito-san.
You heard the... Do whatever you want.
You're shit for business.
Ah, come on. Hey, think I could use your restroom? There's one inside, right?
Go shit on the cement for all I care. Restrooms are for guests only.
So, you in arcade too? I take it business is good lately.
Oh, hell yeah. Recruits are swarming in by the dozen. If you're looking for quick cash in Kamurocho,
Wow.
screw.
Hey, bet those only go... Sorry. Getting split up from my buddy does make me kind of an asshole. Better be careful here. Hey, what the? Hey. What the?
Hey,
Ah,
for real?
sounds like it.
Pfft. Even I've never gotten in there. What makes...
Sorry, man.
Hey, you
Yet?
you better stop, didn't I?
Huh?
Wait, you know...
But of course. Here, sir. Too close. Whoa. Too close. Whoa. That's a good boy.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when RK needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats. Huh. Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
If you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands! Hey! Quit dragging your ass!
Right! Sorry, boss! No! Fuck them up, boys!
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir! Come on, let's fucking do this!
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
Tak, meet Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Yeah, I kinda figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Oh, how'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
We actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly.
Yeah, turns out they've got a few.
That's a lot.
It should. Yeah.
Mommy is awesome.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, and here? Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. If we had tried to make an appointment, she
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better.
Yes, there's no way around it.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes?
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office. The attorney for Mr. Akihiro Ehara. You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone's door uninvited?
I understand, but we have a pressing matter that directly concerns you. If we could do this another way, we would. I apologize for any inconvenience.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with. You know I can legally turn you away.
You're right, but I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please, would you mind?
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yagami, a detective helping Saori here out.
And?
Mamiya-san. Scratch that. Yui. You have a charming voice, you know that?
I'm sorry, what?
See? You did it again. The way you talk, it's like...
Do you know how tense
No, don't... I know it was just a... Wait, that's not... Are you aware of thing? And
So...
just trying... If we could do that, we're only... We could... You want to...
I...
But now... We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right.
We really do appreciate it.
Well,
Real...
I'm joking. Now...
Hello.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the intrusion.
Let's just get this...
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this...
Suspicious. Uh-huh. What the... Suspicious. Suspicious. Uh-huh. What the? Suspicious. Uh-huh. Suspicious. What the? Hey. What the?
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court everything they could want to know about that morning.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
What else is... I've gone over
No,
this...
you're...
Ironic.
Well,
Would you?
It's not...
Nothing else was up.
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is?
Still at work? On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We'll try our best to. Moving along. On that day, you and Ahara-san boarded the train bound for Ikebukuro, correct? Had you ever seen the man before then?
No. At least not that I can recall. How many times must I go over this? Your lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here is a specialist. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw up an entirely new conclusion. Right?
Of course. That's exactly why I'm here. And the security looks like a... Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. I remember...
Then the train took off.
Yes. It kept getting worse from there. And the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a... But that kind of touch...
Truly, personally speaking...
Why would...
I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off? So I decided I would bear it till the next station.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk. Then...
You said the abuse last... Did you...
No, that's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened, but he must have known I could turn him in at that point. So he ran.
Right.
Great, on that...
As Cap, I never lost sight of him.
I'm glad they were good.
For sure. And they were all...
I see, but now...
What do you mean?
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your account of the...
No.
Oh, if you'll allow me to... Despite what...
No.
Oh, if you'll allow me... This is Ahara's transit card.
Yes, and what about it?
It record that was set, however, which means...
How...
Oh, if you'll allow... Despite what...
No.
Oh, if you'll... Well, but he...
Is that
according
what?
to his... So, but now we... If the Vic... It's just not... But there's the flip... It would...
I don't know what you expect me to say after all this.
Right? That's why we...
So...
After hearing your story, I have no doubt... Which would obviously mean that murder video is faked. Wish I knew... Whether it's... So, but I thank you...
Yeah, and...
It's fine.
I'd like to report.
Sure.
All right.
Yo, me.
Hey.
Oh.
Anyway,
You're the book.
Are we ready, Yagami-san? Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san.
yeah, let's start.
So, the victim's story is completely in line with her court testimony.
That's correct. There wasn't
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video instead? Like, figure out how they made it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we...
Well, as somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the... Hara posted the... Maybe he said...
Did he...
He posted Mikoshiba's murder footage online to ruin Ahara's reputation.
Why would he... You really...
I don't think...
Hey.
Maybe they uploaded the murder video, so they could get to Ahara and question him about Mikoshiba. Don't forget, up until the video went public, HQ refused to let Kanagawa but now...
If that's the case, the detective's plans went south. Remember the position the higher-ups are taking? Because of the in other...
No, yeah, but is it?
Those detectives for Kanagawa, they'd spoken with Sari-san about the case already, right? Maybe they uploaded the murder video, so they could get to Ahara and question him about Mikoshiba. Don't forget, up until the video went public, HQ refused to let Kanagawa PD, but now that everyone's
If that's the case, the detective's plans went south. Remember the position because of the prosecution's... In other words...
Not only that...
Yeah, but is it?
The murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who...
Yeah.
I also agree with Yaga.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted for groping, so he'd have an alibi for Mikoshiba's killing. But then, his conspirators turned it around by uploading the murder video online. Almost as if to say, look...
So, what does this do for us?
Once Ihara entered the Ikebukuro gates at 7:43 a.m. and stepped onto the platform, he was continuously monitored on camera. But if he really killed Mikoshiba at 7:30 like we saw, there's no way he could have reached Ikebukuro in time. That would mean the person in the footage isn't Ihara, but an impersonator.
So that's not really him?
Yeah. He's got the sunglasses and hat to help sell the disguise.
Wait, if that's the case, after murdering Mikoshiba, wouldn't Ihara have and not only was the act caught on tape, but his failed escape from the scene was recorded as well. Ultimately, Ahara was pinned down before leaving Mamiya-san's sight, so she had an eye on him the whole time.
Right. So the current belief is that Ihara was caught on camera the entire time he was at the station.
But wait, that's not entirely accurate, is it?
Huh?
Take a look at this.
I'm not sure why you're showing us this. There's not a moment when Ahara's off camera. Sad as it...
Yeah. Take a look at this.
I'm not sad...
Yeah. Take a look at this.
I'm sad...
Yeah. Take a look at this.
I'm not sure why you're showing. Sad as it may...
Yeah.
Which...
What are your thoughts on this video?
I mean, I'm...
Remember?
Yeah, there's...
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that every... Suspicious. What the? Suspicious. What the? What the? It's very brief, but there's a moment where Ihara and Mamiya-san can't be seen by the security cameras. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the...
Can't say it's in...
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap places without her noticing?
In a crowd like that, I think it's feasible.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush hour. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby before reaching the blind spot.
Good point. Not only that, if Mamiya-san had called for help while the train was still moving, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah! Called it.
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out every last detail of this alibi, only to leave such a crucial component to chance, as Hoshino-kun pointed out?
Oh, just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun. In fact, I think that may back up my own take on it.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving the plan to chance, was part of the plan?
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight alibi wouldn't have allowed for contingencies. And that takes the question to another level. Just how far did they line up the pieces in advance to make the swap work?
Are you saying there's more to it than we discussed? What did we miss?
Hiro Mikoshiba.
Well, the body had been decomposing for 2 months, but they were still able to match his prints and dental records.
Of course.
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured
No,
out.
hang on. Something just hit me. Ihara secured his alibi for the murder by swapping with a stand-in at the Shinjuku Station blind spot. For them to be able to pull that off, a certain possibility comes to mind.
Right, so what exactly would that...
If that's...
Why would the prosecution go to all that trouble? To hide Mikoshiba's murder?
Or maybe they sympathized with Ihara's plight?
You're saying his court adversaries orchestrated an elaborate cover-up out of sympathy?
All right, I realize that's a stretch, a huge one.
Was that
no,
all?
hang on. For the... Bear with that. Let me... Now, if Ihara... They can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swaps.
Hold that thought. Remember that...
Well, for example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to a pair of underwear at the same time. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was letting everyone else get themselves in place.
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder alibi is shot if Mamiya was involved. In summary, it's possible Ihara disgraced himself to secure an unshakable alibi for Mikoshiba's murder.
I'll concede that it's an avenue worth pursuing.
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got the first case so wrong. Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikoshiba's murder. In fact, their only option is to claim the tape was faked.
So he managed to make a farce out of the system after all.
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did get more or less thrown out, didn't it? The school, the investigative committee, and the court all agreed there wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone. No surprise for me that the guy held a grudge against the system for so long.
Hold on. Before we all decide on this.
What's up?
The obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party to such a crime? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising a child. So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping establish a murder alibi.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the risk. Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big enough to force someone into that corner?
What?
If a bus, which
That's true.
Looks like once.
Let's see. Originally from Ota, Tokyo. Attended a private high school called Kurakawa.
Huh.
Met her
Hold on. You said she went to Kurakawa. Didn't I just...
That's
That's not...
Nah,
Wait,
yeah,
what did you get? Oh. When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching the detectives and me. They told us they were just checking things out, but they mentioned their
what's that?
It's
what?
into girl.
You little...
Wait.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Serial High. Sawa-sensei. Ihara's son had confided in her. Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too? I don't know Sawa-sensei's exact age, but she could well be 30. Maybe all of them were even classmates.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up-to-now unrelated assailant?
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it up.